Unlocking English. Questions with modal verbs. Hello, English learners. Today, we're going to delve deep into the world of modal verbs in English, focusing on questions with modal verbs. Modal verbs are special types of verbs that express possibility, ability, permission, or obligation. But what happens when we want to form questions using these modal verbs? Let's find out together. Before we get into the questions, let's quickly remind ourselves of what modal verbs are. They include words like can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, and would. These verbs help to express the mood or modality of the verb they are attached to. For instance, if we say, she can swim, the modal verb can expresses the ability of the girl to swim. Creating questions with modal verbs is straightforward. The modal verb usually comes before the subject in a sentence. Let's consider a simple sentence. He can swim. If we wanted to turn this into a question, we simply flip the subject and the modal verb, can he swim? Similarly, the sentence, they should arrive early, becomes, should they arrive early? When transformed into a question. When we want to ask more complex questions with modal verbs, we often use question words. These include who, what, where, when, why, and how. The formula is question word plus modal verb plus subject plus main verb plus rest of the sentence. For instance, why should they arrive early? Another example would be, where can he swim? Negative questions with modal verbs can be a bit trickier, but the structure remains fairly simple. It's modal verb plus subject plus not plus main verb plus rest of the sentence. For example, shouldn't they arrive early? Or, can't he swim? And that's it. You've now learned how to create questions with modal verbs in English, including using question words and forming negative questions. The key is to remember the position of the modal verb and the structure of the sentence. Keep practicing, and you'll soon find these structures becoming second nature to you. Thank you for joining us in today's lesson. As always, remember that learning a language is a journey. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and most importantly, have fun. Happy learning!